everyone, welcome to Korean Express YouTube channel. So here comes the part 6 of our video series in which we are learning family related terms in Korean language. This is a very interesting and at the same time very important video series, because if you are learning a new language, then you must know the terms related to family. Okay, so if you have not watched the first 5 parts yet, then you can go and watch them on Korean Express YouTube channel. I'm also going to share the link of the complete playlist consisting of all the videos related to family vocabulary in the description. So you can go and watch all the parts of the series. Now let's start with the 6th part. So here comes the first word, and that is the Korean word for in-laws, and it is sadon. Sadon. Now comes the next word, and that is the Korean word for husband's father, or you can say wife's father-in-law. So there are 2 words for husband's father in Korean. First is 시아버지, 시아버지, and the second word is 아버님, 아버님. Now the difference lies in the level of formality. 시아버지 is a general term, or I should say a less formal term we use for husband's father, whereas 아버님 is a formal way to say husband's father or wife's father-in-law in Korean. Okay, so this is the difference between these 2 words for husband's father or wife's father-in-law. Okay, now comes the Korean word for husband's mother. Now again there are 2 words for this. One is 시어머니, 시어머니, and the second word is 어머님, 어머님. Okay, again the difference lies in the level of formality. 시어머니 is a less formal way to say husband's mother or wife's mother-in-law in Korean, whereas 어머님 is the more formal way to say wife's mother-in-law or husband's mother in Korean. Now comes the Korean word for wife's father or husband's father-in-law. Again there are 2 words. First is 장긴, 장긴, and the second word is 장긴어른, 장긴어른. The first one, that is 장긴, it is a less formal way to say wife's father in Korean, and the second word 장긴어른, it is a more formal way to say wife's father or husband's father-in-law in Korean language. Now comes the Korean word for wife's mother or husband's mother-in-law. Again 2 words are there. First one is 장모, 장모, and the second word is 장모님, 장모님. The first one is a less formal way and the second one is a more formal way to say wife's mother or husband's mother-in-law in Korean. So you must have noticed that in the previous 4 family terms that we have seen so far, that is the Korean word for husband's father, husband's mother, and wife's father, wife's mother, there are 2 ways to say the same term. Okay, why is that? Because in Korean culture, respect is a very important virtue that everyone should follow, and especially when we are talking about our elders, there is a formal term for each relationship. When we are talking about our parents, we should show them great respect, and therefore there is a formal way to address one's parents in Korean. Okay, and therefore there is a formal version for each term, right? Okay, now comes the Korean word for son-in-law, and that is 사위, 사위. Okay, here comes the next word, and that is the word for daughter-in-law, and in Korean it is 며느리, 며느리. Now comes the next word, and that is the Korean word for fiancé. Whether we are talking about male or female, there is a general term for fiancé, and that is 약혼자, 약혼자. Now, this is not it. There are separate terms for fiancé when we are talking about a male and when we are talking about female. So let's look at that. So the term for fiancé when we are talking about male, and that is yakonnam. Yakonnam. Okay? And the Korean word for fiancé when we are talking about the female, and that is yakonyo. Yakonyo. Now you might be thinking that wow, there is a term for fiancé also in Korean language. So this is because in Korean culture, every relation is considered to be unique in itself, and therefore they have given different names to different relationships, whether it's family or friends or the far relatives. Everyone is given a different name. Every relation is considered unique, and therefore they have such a big family vocabulary in Korean language. Okay, so today we learned a few Korean words for different family relationships in Korean language. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe Korean Express YouTube channel. Thank you.